Hello, I'm Scott Shepard. I hope you're having a great day. We said last week that we were going to make Fridays our fun Friday. We're just going to tell funny stories that either happened to my family, which we have plenty, or that happened to other families and friends, etc. Last week we started off talking about a squirrel gone wild, crazy, Cujo, when he got in our house, and how my son-in-law responded and our dogs responded. So we want to tell another one of those stories. But before I do that, could I just ask you to help us out? We're trying to get to 250 followers. That's just kind of a goal. 250 followers. That tells us there are people that want to hear more stories, that want to hear more good news for you. And so that's kind of a goal. Now, once we reach that, we'll probably get another goal. But for now, it's 250. It'd be incredible. If you could help us get there, would you hit like and share and follow or subscribe and help us get to that? I would sure appreciate your support. So let's talk about squirrels. My wife, this happened like 2 weeks ago. My wife, who teaches school, was leading her students out down some stairs into an outside door, and she stepped out the door, and the kids were behind her. When she stepped out, she felt something fall on her head. She looked up to see what it was. When she did, it was a squirrel, and the squirrel slid off of her head, and immediately my wife started, in the words of one of her students, started stomping up and down and waving her hands and screaming out like a little girl, which prompted the students behind her to start stomping their feet and waving their hands and screaming like little girls, which prompted the squirrel to stomp his feet and wave his hands and bark like a little girl. And all this commotion went on until finally somebody had to come to their right minds, and it was the squirrel. And he jumped onto the side of the building, and up he went and out of sight, right? And they all kind of finally got calmed down, and their heart kind of stopped racing. And then it got funny. She had to go to the nurse. Don't tell her I told you this. She had to go to the nurse to make sure she didn't have any scratches or that the squirrel didn't leave stuff in her hair. Then it got really funny. I don't know what it is about the shepherds and squirrels, but we have a lot of encounters with squirrels. It's probably the fact that they've heard me say things like, aren't they so cute when they're in your yard and they're sitting up on their hind legs and they're eating those little pecans and they're so cute, until they get in my house and they get in my attic and they eat my wires, and then they're not cute anymore, right? They may have heard me say that and they're just taking it out on us. I don't know. I hope you enjoyed this story. Listen, have a great weekend. Think it over. This is Scott Shepard, and this is Good News for You.